Hello everyone and welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about the top 10 reasons why you shouldn't move to Vancouver, BC. Watch this video till the end for a better understanding and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. In Canada, Vancouver is a seaport town. It's developed a reputation over the years as one of the safest cities to live in. Why? Because it has stunning views, natural places, decent career prospects, and a good lifestyle. The picture gives rise to many foreigners settling in Vancouver. There are several aspects of the city which attract foreigners, however, even though it has a very good reputation, that doesn't mean it doesn't have issues. Before moving to Vancouver for a living, there are several concerns that you need to consider. You'll find out about all the drawbacks of life in Vancouver in this video. Here, we're going to direct you through all that's not so great about living in one of the most famous cities in Canada. Let's begin with our top 10 reasons for not moving to Vancouver, BC. Number 10. Not as much nightlife. You might find the lifestyle in Vancouver a bit of an adjustment if you're moving from Montreal or Toronto. Vancouver has strict rules about the city's nightlife. It's not all about the party scene, unlike Montreal, and it's not all about what to do and where to be seen, unlike Toronto. Number 9. If you're not outdoorsy, you may find it boring. One big issue with the city of Vancouver is that it's fully outdoor oriented. Most of the fun activities are outside, on the top of mountains, or floating out on the sea. If you're an indoor person, then Vancouver has less to offer you. In any case, you could try visiting the museums, Gastown, Chinatown, bars, and restaurants for some fun. But in Vancouver, they're not as highlighted as activities with nature outings. So if you're not a nature person, you might miss out a lot in Vancouver, which you can get in other cities. If you're into staying fit and enjoying the great outdoors with activities like hiking, mountain biking, rock climbing, sailing, and of course skiing, you'll feel right at home. Number 8. Vancouver is a very popular destination. That's because the ocean and the mountains are very close in the US border as well. On average, every year, the city sees about 10.3 million visitors. They have a fairly high population of year-round residents on top of that. Fortunately, as well as providing about 70,000 full-time workers, it contributes about $4.8 billion to the city. Like all tourist destinations, the locals need you, but at the same time they kinda hate you. In a tourist town, that just happens. More than half of the tourism-related companies in British Columbia are based in the coastal and mountain regions of Vancouver. Number 7. Traffic. While it may be hard to believe, traffic jams in Vancouver are actually worse than they are in Los Angeles. Unless you can walk to work, be prepared to spend an extra 11 days a year in gridlock. There's no question that Vancouver's crowded. The city's the biggest in British Columbia with 2.5 million Canucks in the city and metro area. Due to the massive amount of residents, it's no surprise that there's just an endless parade of traffic in the city. It's been found that residents on average spend about 30 hours in extremely congested traffic each year. This is why so many residents bike throughout the city. This is a serious biking town, not so much for the physical well-being, but for the mental well-being. Sitting in traffic takes a psychological toll on a person. While Vancouver has many advantages, it comes with a price for all the good stuff. The cost of living is so high that many young people choose to share their rooms in order to minimize the cost. You should expect to pay between $1,900 and $3,000 a month if you're living in an average home. The cost can be higher for better homes with 2 rooms. Anyone who lives in Vancouver must first think about the cost of living. It's the largest portion of the budget. Before moving into the city, you should think about this. Number 5. Natural disasters. Every single year, Vancouver experiences natural disasters. Storms can get so bad here that floods, power outages, wildfires all can happen. The one that most residents of Vancouver think about, however, is the one they call the Big One. The Big One is a 9-magnitude earthquake that will cause a tsunami that's expected to ruin everything on the west coast all the way down to California. The Big One is overdue and is predicted to hit by 2045, experts say. Maybe, but we've never seen any signs that it's going to happen, but it's something people in Vancouver and almost all the west coast are concerned about. Number 4. Bad neighborhoods. There are bad neighborhoods in every area, but Vancouver's a little more segregated. Since every community practically has its own stereotypes, downtown is mainly for high-rise residents who can afford that kind of thing, while Kitsilano is home to college students and families. East Vancouver is where most of the violence and most of the homeless are going to be found. Number 3. Higher crime rate. When you're from Ottawa or other smaller towns, the crime rate might be higher than you're used to. As one of the biggest metropolitan areas in Canada, it's predicted to have one of Canada's top 10 highest crime rates. Vancouver has some crime, like any city, the biggest issues being drug offenses and property crimes. Number 2. The rain. If you haven't heard the stories, Portland, Oregon gets more than its fair share of rainy days. Vancouver gets on average only 1 day less per year. They also get 3 fewer sunny days, being Canada's 4th most rainy city behind Halifax, St. John's, and Abbotsford. On average, the city gets about 160 rainy days a year and about 55 inches of rain a year. Number 1. The housing market. Vancouver's housing market is terrible right now. Currently, the city is witnessing a significant decline in home prices. In 2020, home sales dropped 14% from last year, and in 2019, they dropped 50% from the previous year. They've got a lot of homes that just sit there. Nothing moves. Now, why is it a bad thing for someone to consider moving to Vancouver? A major predictor of what's going to happen in the economy has always been the housing market. And if the housing market slumps, if people begin to lose jobs and can't afford anything, the economy will certainly follow. Vancouver is a beautiful place. Before you travel, there are just some things you should know, and this is one of them. That's pretty much it for today's video. We hope that you enjoyed it and gained some useful information, and if you did, then please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos. Don't forget to turn on the notification by pressing the bell icon so you never miss one of our future uploads. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.